My name is Dr. Timothy Vincent Ogada. I'm a doctor registered by the Medical Practitioners and Dentists Board, practicing here in Kenya. So, speaking about cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy is a neurological disorder that arises from injury to the brain that occurs either before birth, at birth, or even after birth. And this normally leads to the baby having difficulties in the use of their muscles, in the coordination of their muscles, and even in the tone. The muscle tone becomes deranged because of the disease. So some of the known causes of cerebral palsy, for example, before birth, could be infections. The mother could have infections that can cross the placenta and lead to damage to the brain. At birth, sometimes due to prolonged labor, the mother or any other cause, there are many other causes, but prolonged labor is one of them. It could lead to low oxygen levels in the brain, and this could damage the brain. Or even after birth, some infections that the baby can get after birth, for example meningitis, can also lead to the baby developing cerebral palsy. And once cerebral palsy is diagnosed, it's a chronic disease. People have to learn to live with it. Some measures have to be done to make the life of this baby better. But of note is that the brain damage, the insult to the brain cannot be corrected. The brain is not like the other organs which heal. The brain is a bit different from the other organs. So once the damage is done, it remains. And so the mainstay of management for cerebral palsy involves supportive management to make life better for this baby, which involves physiotherapy, speech therapy. These are meant to help the baby communicate, because sometimes speech is a problem for them. They have problems with muscles. If pain medication can be used when there is pain, and sometimes the muscles also become rigid for some of the types of cerebral palsy, where some drugs can be used to help reduce the rigidity of the muscles. For this case of baby Fraser, we find that he was not able to walk, he was not able to use his limbs. He also took sometimes his milestones were delayed, and he was not able to sit. At least by 3 years, the baby was not able to sit independently on their own, which is used as a marker or to predict whether the baby will be able to walk at some time in their life. If they're able to sit independently before 3 years, then there are chances that the baby will be able to walk. But in this case, the baby was not able to sit independently before 3 years. So chances were that he would have remained bedridden for majority of his life, or even for all of his life. And so for this case, where now we find baby Fraser was able to stand up instantly, it's a shock even to us as doctors, and truly this is a testimony, and it really confirms that there is a God who heals, and he still heals to this day.